Well, good afternoon. It's 5 o'clock. I'm Chris McKee with KX 105 News. A little cooler out there today, and it's cloudy with chances of showers and a high of only 18 this evening. Making news this hour. Kawartha Lakes Police released a statement about a recent break-and-enter in Lindsay that resulted in the homeowner being charged with assault along with the intruder. The Criminal Code of Canada allows a person to use reasonable force to protect themselves and their property if they believe they're facing a threat. But the use of force must be reasonable given the circumstances. Police say they were able to examine all of the evidence that was available prior to laying charges. The story has many expressing outrage over the charges and has been trending on social media all across Canada. Doug Ford has weighed in on the controversial charges by Kawartha Lakes Police against the Lindsay man who was awoken by an intruder in his home.
Everyone hear about the story in Lindsay? So this criminal that's wanted by the police breaks into this guy's house. This guy gives him a beating, and this guy gets charged. Like something is broken.
Back in June, Ford called on the federal government to adopt a castle law similar to the United States, granting homeowners the right to use deadly force for self-defense. A drive-by shooting in Peterborough is being investigated by the police. Just before 11 p.m. last night, there were reports of several gunshots being fired and a vehicle fleeing the scene in the Rupert Street and Dalhousie area. No one was injured and it's believed to be a targeted shooting, but there was also little in the way of a description of the car, with police only saying it was a light-colored vehicle. A loaded handgun's been seized, as well as fake government identification documents, after multiple police forces executed a search warrant at an address on King Street in Lindsay. A 25-year-old man from Markham is facing multiple charges, along with a 23-year-old woman from Whitby. Some good news in regards to the ongoing wildfire situation throughout the region. There are no longer any active wildfires in progress. The last one north of Bobcaygeon was put out today. The fire danger risk to the area is now sitting at low. Air Canada is offering reimbursement assistance for passengers affected by the strike. Hundreds of thousands of passengers were impacted by a work stoppage by flight attendants. Flights began to resume yesterday after they reached a deal with the union. Passengers are being asked to fill out a form on their website with flight details and must provide a reason for their refund. The state of Minnesota has joined a wave of other states suing TikTok, alleging the social media giant preys on young people with addictive algorithms that trap them into becoming compulsive consumers of its short videos. The lawsuit filed in state court alleges that TikTok is violating Minnesota laws against deceptive trade practices and consumer fraud. Attorney General Keith Ellison said the lawsuit is about a company knowing the dangerous effects of its product, but taking no steps to mitigate those harms or inform the users of the risks. The Blue Jays were in action this afternoon in Pittsburgh, losing 2-1 to the Pirates in a matinee. The Jays' lead over the Yankees in the AL East is now down to 4.5 games. And boxer Jake Paul has announced his next fight as he's set to take on Gervonta Tank Davis November 14th in Atlanta. Weather is next.